video. I had a problem this morning with my 4Runner. It was early this morning, it was kind of cold, and I had a hard time cranking it. It wouldn't start right up this morning. So, hang on, let me shut this thing off. Turn that off. One second here. Okay. Now y'all can probably hear me. Sorry, the exhaust. I got the Magna Flow on here, so it's pretty loud. Yeah, I'm making this video. I'm trying to figure out. I'm having a problem with my 4Runner, my 95 4Runner with the V6 in it. I was having a problem with it not wanting to crank this morning. I had to turn the motor over probably maybe 5 or 6 times, and until finally I kept cranking, and then it finally started up. And then once it started up, it was running fine. But then when I drove it to work, and then by lunchtime, by the time I got back in it, it wouldn't crank. It did the same thing again, and I had to crank it over like 4 or 5 times, and then it would just start right up. So my question to the YouTubers out there that watch videos about the 4Runners, oh, hang on one second. Sorry, I'm trying to pop it on. Yeah, so it's got the V6, the 3.0 in it. What could it be? Could it actually be my fuel pump relay? Maybe my fuel pump relay is going bad. Or could it be my fuel pump is going bad? I'm really super puzzled because it only happens when it's just setting, and then when I try to get in to crank it, it just turns over. You know, like, you know, if I turn it over 4 or 5 times, then finally it picks up fuel, and then it will start. And then once it starts, it runs fine. But it's only when I let it set and I'm not driving it, that's when I start having the issues. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I gotta replace that. Definitely gotta replace that radiator hose. That thing looks like it's about to explode. Or, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Or it could be my fuel filter. I'm not really positive what it could be. If you have any suggestions or comments, and you want to leave a comment below, and man, I would really appreciate it, because I'm really puzzled why it only happens like in the morning. I just have to crank on it until it finally starts up, and then once it starts up, it runs fine, and then I can drive it wherever I want. But it's whenever I shut the engine off and I let it set, then it starts acting funny again, and then, like I said, I have to crank on it 4 or 5 times, and then finally it will start up and run fine. So if you could leave me a comment below, man, I would really appreciate it, because I do know this vehicle pretty well on some things, but there's other things that I haven't really came encountered with, or really had any experience with. Probably one of the most what can I say? Yeah, probably the baddest thing that ever happened to me in this thing was that my ECM went out, and that was really puzzling, and I figured that one out with y'all's help. Um, but now I have this other issue, so I'm either thinking it's my fuel pump, um, or also maybe it could be one of my fuel regulator valves on top of the fuel rail. Maybe it could be that, because this one I did replace this one, but I think there's another one on the other side that I did not replace, but I only replaced this one right here. So it could be, it also could be my fuel pressure regulator on the other side of the fuel rail, maybe leaking down as well. And I don't know what else it can be. Like I said, it only happens when I let the engine set, and it's when the engine is cold, and I have to crank on it, and then, like I said, it finally starts up, and then after that it runs fine. So yeah, I love this old beast, and yeah, I really enjoy driving it, and I always try to keep everything fixed on it and running right if possible. So, and there she is. So please leave in the comment, and man, I hope I can get the same. I hope I can get the same fix. Thank y'all so much for watching my video, and yeah. Whew, I hope I can get this thing fixed. I am so clueless. Thank y'all guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and goodbye now.